Hi, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Svetlana and I'm so glad to have you here. Hugs. Alright, as you know, the theme of today's video is how to be happy. Well, newsflash, or more like spoiler alert, there isn't any. Wait, don't click out though, okay? Because I have something even better for you. Something permanent and something doesn't fluctuate, or something that's not gonna go away. Like happiness. I mean, come on, we can be happy 1 minute and then sad the next, right? You can't just wake up and tell your brain, your body to be happy. That doesn't work like that. You know, when you're upset and someone's like, oh, just be happy. Why aren't you happy? Just try to be happy. And you're like, that's not how anything works. So today, I'm gonna tell you how to find something beautiful, which will lead you to happiness, but I like to call it content and joy. Better, huh? Much better. Because what happens when you're content with your life situation, with yourself, and when I say self, I don't necessarily mean body, looks. I'm talking about internal, your soul. When you finally realize that you're an energy full of love and light, that's when you go with the flow of the universe. That's when you surrender and you stop questioning. Oh, why did this happen in my life? You know why? Because the answer will come to you through meditation. If you're watching me right now and you're wondering, oh, I could have done that. I, needed to go there, or should have said that. No. You did what you did. You are where you are because you're meant to be in this moment, right here, right now. Everything unfolded as it should have. Sure, you could spend your life and should, but then you're just living in the past and you're living in your head, and that's your ego. And that's where unhappiness and anxiety, depression, everything buttles up to it. But once you surrender to the flow of the universe, and once you realize every action has led you to the right path, that's when you stop doubting anything you've ever done or said or will do or say. Because you know everything will pan out just the way it should. This easiness comes over you. This easiness is gonna lead you to be content with your life situation. And notice I say life situation. That's because life is within you. You don't have a life, right? You have a life situation which you lead, you wake up, you do this, that, and the other. But life overall is inside of all of us. Everyone has a different universe, right? So you can't say you don't have a life. Everyone has a life. See what I did there? But once you become at ease and you surrender, I think the key word here is surrender. You want to surrender to the flow of the universe. You have to become best friends with the universe. You have to accept it. You are the universe. we're made up of the same stars. We are all one. And once you realize that, once you accept it in your heart, and your soul will feel it, you will feel connected to the universe. You will be drawn to nature, to the moon, to the sun. You would just start flowing and vibrating higher, right? And once you accept that we have no control over anything in our lives, the universe is so raw. It's moving, it's constantly changing. We have no control over anything. That's why possessing something is just, you're doing yourself harm when you try to keep someone or possess something, because nothing is truly yours. And when you stop getting attached, then the ego starts to die. And there's no more control. There's no more anger, jealousy, possession. So you see, as you strip yourself away from these unnecessary things, your soul becomes more open to receive new, beautiful things in life. In the flow of things, you become at ease at what's happening. So anything that happens to you, you welcome it, you learn from it, and you're content, you're joyful. And when you walk around content and with joy, everything you do, say, you're acting out of your heart space. So everything is loving, everything is nurturing. And that's what the universe is going to give back to you. That's the flow of the universe. Once you figure it out, that everything you put out comes back to you. Your actions, if they're filled with love and good intentions, that will flow into your life. If your thoughts are good and filled with good intentions for the collective, you'll get that back into your life. So once you get grounded, you humble yourself, you realize that we are all one. There's no separation at all between us. We're all a soul. We're all light and love inside these vessels, bodies. That's when you, I don't want to say become enlightened, you know, but there's a shift in the way you see your universe. You just become more at ease. It's insane. Like competition, jealousy, it becomes so silly, and you wonder why and where you picked all of this up. Obviously through environment and the way we were brought up. But you want to be more loving, you want to be more caring. You start realizing your higher self, your true self. You start shedding all these dark layers that you built up through your life, your defense mechanisms. And you realize life is not about that. Life is about oneness. Life is about oneness, coming together, growing together, expanding our consciousness together as a collective. And then you see the world differently. You're like, oh wow, we are in this together. Yes, you have a family, you have friends. But everyone, theoretically, is your family. And everyone could and should be your friend. You should view someone with love and respect. Because every time we talk to someone, we see ourselves in them. So therefore, every time you make a decision, you don't doubt yourself. And once you cut out doubt, you become content with every decision, every outcome. as if you, good or bad, you wanted it to happen. Easiness comes. That's where the easiness comes. The relief, the burdens fall away. And that's insane. We stop overthinking. We start building up, we stop living in our heads. That's what we stop doing. And we start living in the now. We start appreciating this moment. Because that's all we have. This moment, right here, right now. So I hope you can implement little things throughout your day from this. Decision making. I hope you stop overthinking. I hope you stop living in the past scenarios or in the future. I hope you're nice to one another. I hope you're nice to yourself. I hope all your actions and thoughts come from your heart space. You know, one thing I noticed once I started practicing this and getting into my spiritual journey practice, I started noticing that as I'm evolving and I'm learning in my little actions, you know, when I change my words or actions towards someone to be more from the heart space, unintentional, without, you know, wanting something in return, I've noticed that it not only helps me be at peace, be more loving, be more giving, be more in harmony and in balance in my life and in my emotions. It touches all parts of my external world. The people affected by my words and my actions, then somehow with a positive effect on them, it affects positively on them. And either they repeat it back to me or they carry it on to another person. But it's, once again, everything is universe is connected. But once you start noticing these little connections and noticing how even your little actions or thoughts have an impact on your community or your outside world, it's such a tiny, small change, but it matters so much. It's beautiful. And the more you work on yourself and your inner self, the more you're able to help others. And it's not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, stop overthinking, start back in, you know, it's not easy. I'm not gonna bullshit and be like, oh, wake up and smile and, you know, no. But what I am gonna tell you is, you gotta do it. You gotta start doing it. If you wanna improve your mental inner self, you gotta do these things. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to being at peace. You can't buy it. No one is gonna come and give it to you. You also have to remember that. You're like, if you think money or a person or relationship is gonna change your inner universe, no. That's just, it's a great dream, but it's false. You know, it's not realistic. You can have all of that and more, but if you don't work on yourself, it's pointless. You can have you can start making money, but it's not gonna fulfill you. It's not gonna make you happy. And I'm talking from experience. And once again, I'm always talking from personal experience. But no external thing can bring you that connection with the universe. And so you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the effort. And you know, it's not our fault, obviously. You can never play the victim too. That shit doesn't work. Oh, but I grew up like that. Oh, but these people did this to me. Get out. I mean, I've done it, obviously. Did it get me anywhere? No. It just lowers your vibration. And you go deeper into sadness and depression. It doesn't, no. What you gotta do is practice gratitude. Practice noticing your thoughts and emotions, working on that. Being better, always acting from your heart space. You gotta put in the work. And then you start doing it automatically. But if we want to improve our world, our community, ourselves, it all starts within. And meditation is, to me, and I think it's the number one tool to get there. Because it's through silence that we find clarity. We're able to listen to our higher selves, our intuition, our heart, basically. And that's when we discover the unconditional, unimaginable, unreplaceable love that's within us all. And that is true happiness that you find. So stick around. We'll jump into meditation. And yeah, I love you. Namaste. Let's do it. Get comfortable, sit down, lie down, whatever is comfortable for you today. As I always say, listen to your body. Get some sage going. Clearer energy. Clearer thoughts. For those of you sitting cross-legged, straight spine, let's bring our awareness to our breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release anything that doesn't serve you right now. Thoughts, anything you're feeling, shake it off. Remove it, cut it off of you. There's only the now. Carefree. Now, take your left hand, tap your heart space. Take your right hand, tap your crown chakra. Rub the palms of your hands. Just get the blood circulating. We're gonna clear the vibrations with sound. Close your eyes. Full attention on your breathing. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to feel. there is nothing. Literally. You are energy of pure love, light. You are not your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are love. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Release. Be right here, right now. Listen to the silence, because in silence we find clarity. Slowly, gently, let's thank the universe, Mother Earth, Spirit Guides, Angels, whoever you want to thank you. Thank yourself for taking the time out of your day to do this. Give yourself a hug. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, join our community. Namaste. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.